Welcome to your inner glow up. So, today we're tuning into an intuitive card reading to help you connect with guidance on your Lightworker mission at this stage of your journey. As always, these readings provide a space for guidance and self reflection, but your intuition and free will are always your most powerful guides. If a message doesn't resonate, feel free to set it aside. Not every part of a reading will connect immediately, and that's okay. You can always revisit it when the time feels right. Trust yourself and focus on the insights that feel aligned and meaningful. These readings are here to support your path, not to predict or define it. So take a moment, breathe deeply, and center yourself. In front of you are 4 bundles of cards, each representing a unique aspect of the Lightworker path. Each bundle holds a different focus. Some of you may be stepping into healing work, others into spiritual teaching, raising collective light, or breaking karmic cycles. Trust your intuition as you choose the bundle you're most drawn to. Go with your first instinct. Once you've chosen your bundle, feel free to use the timestamps to jump directly to your reading, or if you feel drawn to more than one, stay and take in the messages that resonate along the way. So let's begin and see what the universe wants to share with you today. Reading 1. So I can reveal that the theme of reading 1 is healing and energy work. Card 1, which represents your current mission focus, and the card is Get Grounded. So you're being called to strengthen your energetic foundation before stepping further into your healing mission. As an empath or highly sensitive person, you naturally absorb energy, making grounding absolutely essential. Spending time in nature, working with grounding stones like black tourmaline, and practicing energy protection will help you stay clear and aligned. So card 2, which represents challenges or blockages, and the card is the Fool. So the Fool suggests a fresh start, but also uncertainty. So you may feel like you're stepping into the unknown with your healing work. There could be fear around embracing your gifts fully, perhaps doubts about whether you're ready or questioning your abilities. You might also struggle with trust, either in yourself, the universe, or the process of healing itself. So card 3, which represents action steps. And the card is Full Moon in Cancer. Let your fears dissolve. So the universe is asking you to release emotional fears that are holding you back from stepping into your Lightworker role. Cancer energy is deeply nurturing, focusing on self-care, emotional healing, and embracing vulnerability. Acknowledge that healing yourself first allows you to help others more effectively. And then card 4, which represents a supportive message, and it's the Angel of Imagination. So your guides are reminding you that healing isn't always linear. It requires sort of creativity, openness, and intuition. You may be receiving intuitive downloads or inspired ideas about how to bring healing into your life and the lives of others. Explore different modalities, whether it's energy healing, sound therapy, or even creative expression as a form of soul healing. Your imagination is a divine tool. Use it to visualize and manifest healing in powerful ways. So the overall message for this reading, with the theme being healing and energy work, right now your mission as a light worker is to focus on strengthening your foundation before expanding outward. Healing work requires stability, and the universe is guiding you to first ground yourself so that you can hold space for others without absorbing their energy or burning out. So what this could look like practically, daily grounding practices. Spend time in nature. That's barefoot walks, sitting under a tree. Gardening can help clear excess energy. But if you can't get outside, you can do grounding meditations. You can do deep breathing. Even holding grounding crystals like that black tourmaline or even smoky quartz can be powerful. You can look into energy protection rituals. If you're highly sensitive, you need to set energetic boundaries. This could be through visualization, imagining a protective light around you, using essential oils like frankincense, or physically cleansing your space with incense or salt baths. Another one that comes to mind is uh, escapism. So, as a spiritual person, it's easy to get caught in higher realms, but your mission is to be fully present in your body while doing healing work. So, movement practices like yoga, dance, even strength training can help anchor that spiritual energy into the here and now physical. So, the Fool appearing in your blockage position suggests that part of your hesitation comes from fear of stepping forward without a clear path. So, you might feel unprepared, but healing work is rarely about having all the answers. It's about being present and open. So, some ways that you can work through this is start where you are. You don't need to be a master healer overnight. If you feel called to like Reiki, tarot, or any other healing modality, practice on yourself first. Take small, confident steps, whether it's offering a reading to a friend, journaling your healing insights, or simply committing to like a daily self care routine. Um, Action will dissolve this fear. Shift your mindset from what if I fail to what if this is exactly where I'm meant to be. The full moon in Cancer reminds you that healing isn't just about technique, it's deeply emotional. You may be holding on to past fears, especially around worthiness, visibility, or trusting your intuition. So, some ways that you can release this fear: write down what you're afraid of and burn or rip up the paper as a symbolic release. Allow yourself to sort of feel the emotions instead of pushing them away. Healing is definitely not about being high vibe all the time. It's about integrating all parts of yourself. Surround yourself with emotionally safe people. If your current environment drains you, find ways to create sort of better boundaries, or seek out spiritual communities that can uplift you. The angel of imagination is a beautiful reminder that your healing gifts are unique to you. Maybe you've been drawn to traditional healing paths but felt they weren't quite right. And that's because your mission involves innovating and personalizing your healing work. So, some practical ways to explore this: if you feel called to a certain healing tool, like cards, crystals, journaling, art, sound healing, experiment it within a way that sort of feels natural to you. Don't force yourself into a rigid structure. Sometimes healing happens in unexpected ways, like through music, storytelling, or just like simple presence in life. Allow yourself to receive divine inspiration. And remember, creativity isn't just for artists, it's a way to channel high wisdom into your everyday life. So, I guess the final takeaway is your Lightworker path right now is about grounding, overcoming fears, and embracing healing as a journey, not a destination. Your gifts are awakening, and you don't need to know exactly where they're leading yet. Trust that as you commit to small, tangible actions, the bigger picture will unfold naturally. Reading number 2. So I can reveal that the theme for this reading is spiritual teaching and guidance. So, card 1, which represents your current mission focus, and the card is Lemuria, creating heaven on earth. Your Lightworker path right now is about bringing higher wisdom into the physical world. You're here to help bridge the gap between spiritual ideals and everyday life. So, Lemuria was a civilization said to live in harmony, love, and divine wisdom. So, this card suggests that you're part of that lineage. Your soul remembers a time when Earth operated at a higher frequency, and you are here to guide others towards that vibration. So at this stage in your journey, your focus is on, well, to teach, to inspire, to lead in a way that helps others align with their soul truths. show people how to integrate spirituality into their real world experiences, make it, practical and sustainable. Embody the energy of peace, wisdom, and harmony so that others can see what's possible. Card 2, which represents challenges or blockages, and the card is Nine of Cups. So, at first glance, the Nine of Cups seems like a very positive card, and it's often called the wish fulfillment card. But since it appears in the challenge position, it suggests two blockages. So, one could potentially be a feeling of complacency. So, you might be comfortable where you are, but are you holding yourself back from fully stepping into your teaching or guiding role? Number two, a focus on personal fulfillment over service. So, obviously, there's nothing wrong with enjoying your own blessings. But as part of your Lightworker mission, it really is about sharing your wisdom with others. So, if you've been feeling called to teach, write, or guide, this card is a nudge to sort of take that action. It may be that you're waiting for perfect conditions to start, or you might feel like you need more experience, training, or confidence before you step into your role. But the truth is, your knowledge is already available. It's available to someone already. So, card 3, which represents action steps, and the card is Full Moon in Taurus, Detoxify. So, to fully embody your mission, you need to detox from anything that's clouding your clarity or holding you back. So, this could mean detoxing from limiting beliefs. Are you doubting your ability to help to guide others? Are you afraid of stepping into leadership? Journaling or shadow work can help release these self-imposed doubts. Clearing physical or energetic clutter, so the environment around you affects your ability to show up fully. So, a deep cleanse, and whether that's physically decluttering your space, improving your diet, or setting energetic boundaries in your relationships will help you feel lighter and clearer. Letting go of attachment to how things should look. And this is a big one. So, Taurus energy craves stability, but your soul is guiding you towards something more fluid. So, teaching and guiding others isn't about perfection, it's about authenticity. The full moon energy here suggests a need to release something. So, reflect on what feels heavy or stagnant in your life and make space for new growth. So, card number 4, which represents supportive message, and the card is Angel of Decisions. So, your guides are telling you that a choice needs to be made. You may be at a crossroads in your spiritual teaching journey. Perhaps you're debating whether to start sharing your insights with a wider audience, and you can do this through writing, speaking, or mentoring. Step into a new role that requires more visibility and leadership, or fully commit to your spiritual path instead of treating it as a side interest. So, the Angel of Decisions is here to reassure you that whatever choice you make, you are divinely supported. Your soul already knows the right path, so it's time to trust yourself and take action. So, looking at the overall message for reading 2, your Lightworker mission at this stage is about bringing spiritual wisdom down to earth and making it accessible to others. So, you're here to help people find deeper meaning, but this isn't about floating in higher realms. It's about, practical spirituality that actually improves lives. So, right now, you might feel a pull to teach, mentor, or guide others, but there's something keeping you from stepping fully into that role, whether it's self doubt, waiting for the perfect time, or a fear of responsibility. The universe is asking you to clear those blocks and take action. So, if we just look at some practical steps of how you can step into your role as a spiritual guide. So, the first one is detox what's keeping you stuck. So, that's the full moon in Taurus, the detoxify card. And it's clear message that before you move forward, you need to clear out what's weighing you down. So, you can do a mental detox. If you've been overthinking whether you're qualified enough to teach, shift your mindset. You don't have to be a guru to help others. Think of your own journey. What would have helped you when you were just starting? You can do an energetic detox. Are you taking on other people's doubts or fears? Set boundaries with people who drain you or who make you question your purpose. You can do a physical detox. As we said, your environment impacts your energy. So a cluttered space definitely equals a cluttered mind. So you do a simple cleanse, organize your desk, refresh the spaces that you spend the most time in. Even change up your routine to feel, lighter and more aligned. Share your knowledge in a way that feels natural. So you might feel pressured to do it in sort of the right way. But there really is no right way. There's no one way to be a spiritual teacher. Just start what sort of feels good to you. If you love writing, you can start a blog. You can post on social media. If you enjoy speaking, you can make videos. You can start a podcast. Um, you can host casual discussions, among, people that you know. If you prefer one-on-one connections, begin by just guiding a friend. You can even join a spiritual group where you can contribute your insights. There are, lots of possibilities, but the key is sort of take small but real world steps instead of waiting for a grand moment. Make a decision and take a step. So the angel of decisions suggests you've been going sort of back and forth about stepping into a teaching or leadership role. Maybe you're thinking, who am I to teach others? Or what if I don't have all the answers? Am I really ready for this? But waiting for readiness is an illusion. You don't need to know everything. You just need to be a few steps ahead of the people you're helping. The universe is saying it's time to choose. Do you want to step into your spiritual path fully, or will you keep waiting? So I guess the final takeaway here is your mission is to bring spiritual insights into the real world in a way that benefits others. So it's time to detox any hesitation, simplify your approach, and make a clear decision to step into your role as a guide. Instead of waiting for the right moment, create it, by taking one step, just one practical step today. Whether that's writing a post, having a deep conversation with someone, or, committing to a routine that strengthens your confidence. Just start is the message. Your knowledge isn't meant to stay in your mind. It's meant to be shared. The world needs what you have to offer. Reading 3. So I can reveal that the theme for this reading is anchoring light and raising collective vibration. So card 1, which represents your current mission focus, and the card is protection. Call back your power. So right now, your spiritual mission is to cut energetic cords, reclaim your strength, and recenter yourself. You may have given away too much of your energy, whether that's through relationships, responsibilities, people pleasing. There could be energetic ties to people, places, or past experiences that are draining you. This is a good time for soul retrieval, calling back lost fragments of yourself and strengthening your boundaries. Your presence lifts others up, but you can't pour from an empty cup. Protect your energy first so that you can radiate your light without being depleted. So card 2, which represents challenges or blockages, and the card is 3 of Cups. So at a first glance, the 3 of Cups is a positive card, symbolizing friendship, celebration, and connection. But in the challenge position, it suggests that maybe you're feeling disconnected from your soul tribe or struggling to find people who truly align with your energy. Maybe you're overgiving in friendships or your social circles, being the one who always uplifts others but not always receiving the same support in return. Or perhaps you have a fear of standing out too much. You might hold yourself back to fit in with those around you. It's possible that you're keeping relationships, habits, or commitments in your life that no longer resonate with your higher self. So the protection card confirms that it's time to cut ties with anything that's draining your energy. So card 3, which represents action steps, and the card is Full Moon in Leo, Go Wild. So the universe is pushing you to fully embrace your authentic self. Stop holding back. Your unique energy is meant to be seen and felt. Prioritize joy and self-expression, whether through creativity, movement, or simply allowing yourself to take up space. Step into the spotlight. This could mean speaking up more, sharing your gifts, or finally stepping into a leadership role that you've been hesitating on. Leo energy is bold, it's magnetic, it's unapologetically authentic, and this is your permission slip to let go of any fears about how others perceive you and simply be. If you've been suppressing your voice, playing small, or avoiding attention, this is the time to break free. And card 4, which is a supportive message, and the card is Angel of Determination. So your guides are reminding you that you are stronger than you think. If you've been feeling uncertain, drained, or hesitant, this card is confirmation that you do have what it takes to follow your calling. But you must set boundaries and stop overextending yourself to those who don't reciprocate. Trust your power. You don't need validation from others to step into your light. Keep going, even when you doubt yourself. Determination is key to success. So I guess in a way, the universe is asking, are you ready to fully claim your place in the world? So the overall message for this reading is your mission at this stage is about owning your energy, setting boundaries, and showing up fully as yourself. You are naturally someone who lifts others up simply through your presence, but right now you need to reclaim your power before you can shine your light at full strength. So many light workers fall into the trap of giving so much to others that they forget to protect their own energy. If you've been feeling drained, disconnected, or like you're playing small to fit in, this is your wake-up call. It's time to step into your full authenticity without fear of how others will perceive you. So I've got some practical steps to help ground your mission and take action. So the first one around, cut energetic cords and set boundaries. So the protection card and the 3 of cups in your challenge position suggests that some of your energy is leaking into relationships, commitments, or situations that no longer serve you. So first step is to, identify the energy drains. Ask yourself, where am I giving too much of myself without getting replenished? Practice cord cutting. Visualize yourself surrounded by golden light and imagine cutting energetic cords to people or past situations or your self-doubt that no longer serves you. And you can look up videos to help you do this. Be mindful of where you invest your energy. So before saying yes to something or someone, pause and just check in with yourself. Does this feel like an equal exchange, or am I overextending myself? So if there's a specific relationship or situation that drains you, it's time to make a small change today. Set a boundary, step back, and release any guilt around needing space. So the full moon in Leo Go Wild card is pushing you to stop dimming your light. So as I said, Leo energy is bold, it's expressive, it's magnetic. It doesn't apologize for taking up space, and neither should you. So, express yourself creatively, whether that's through writing, music, movement, dance, public speaking. Just find ways that you can start sharing your authentic energy. Let go of perfectionism. You don't need to wait until you feel ready to put yourself out there. Just start. Take a social risk. So if you tend to hold back in groups or friendships, challenge yourself to share more of your opinions, your humor, your personal insights. Do something today that feels like an authentic expression of you. Post your thoughts online. Wear something crazy, bold. Sign up for, a class. Speak up in a conversation where you usually stay quiet. Just focus on those small steps. The 3 of Cups in the challenge position suggests that some of your current relationships might be holding you back, either because they drain your energy or because you're staying in circles where you don't feel truly seen. So the message is to seek out your soul tribe. Find people who celebrate you for who you are, not just the version of you that they're comfortable with. Let go of old connections that no longer resonate. And this doesn't mean burning bridges, but rather just allowing yourself to naturally shift toward friendships that feel uplifting. So collaborate and connect with like-minded souls. So this can be hard to find in natural social settings. But the good news is, you can join a group, you can attend events. Um, you can try starting, deeper conversations with people, who potentially share your energy. Um, there's no lack of where you can find these people, especially online. So start with reaching out to someone who inspires you. Find an online community that aligns with your interests. If you've been feeling out of place in your current circles, then it really is time to take that first step towards finding people who truly get you. The angel of determination is a reminder that even if things feel uncertain, your path is unfolding as it should. So your role as a light worker isn't about being perfect. It's about continuing to show up and share your energy even when you have doubts. So keep taking those small steps. You don't need to have everything figured out. Just keep showing up. Resist the urge to shrink yourself. If you feel like the odd one out, that's because you're meant to be. You're a leader, not a follower. Commit to your path, so whatever your soul is calling you toward, whether it's a creative passion, a new venture, or a shift in lifestyle in some way, take it seriously. Set one clear intention for the next month. What is one area of your life where you will, commit to showing up more fully and refuse to hold back? Write that down and figure out ways you can take action on that. So, I guess your final takeaway is that, your mission is to shine your light, but first you must protect and reclaim your energy. Cut ties with what drains you, step into your full expression, and find people who truly uplift you. The universe is giving you the green light to be bold, take up space, and move forward with confidence. So, the world, really needs your full, authentic self. So, no more playing small. Reading 4. And I can reveal that the theme for this reading is breaking karmic cycles and shadow work. So, card 1, which represents your current mission focus, and the card is Inner Temple, Devotion, tune into the portal of your heart. So, your mission begins within. Before you can break external cycles, you must first strengthen your internal connection to yourself. So, you're being asked to prioritize deep inner reflection, self awareness, and sort of spiritual devotion. The answers you seek aren't outside of you, they're within. If you've been looking for clarity in external sources, it's time to shift your focus inwards. And you can do this through meditation, journaling, or just, simply some giving yourself some quiet time. This card suggests heart-centered healing. So you may need to reconnect with what truly matters to you, stripping away, external distractions or conditioning that have sort of led you astray. So, a question I'd like you to ask yourself is, what is my heart trying to tell me that I've been ignoring? Card 2, which represents challenges or blockages, and the card is King of Cups. So, the King of Cups represents emotional wisdom, balance, and the ability to lead with both intellect and intuition. However, since it appears in the challenge position, it suggests perhaps emotional overwhelm or repression. You may struggle to process deep emotions, either bottling them up or kind of letting them cloud your judgment. Maybe you struggle with emotional boundaries. Are you absorbing other people's emotions? Are past wounds still influencing your decisions today? Maybe you have a fear of vulnerability. You might be holding back from fully expressing yourself or fully feeling your feelings, especially if past experiences taught you that emotions equal weakness. So, kind of the key lesson here is breaking those karmic cycles requires emotional mastery. Instead of reacting emotionally or suppressing your feelings, practice observing them without judgment. So, card 3, which represents action steps, and the card is Full Moon in Virgo, take inspired action. So, while inner reflection is crucial, this card reminds you that change also requires action. Virgo energy is practical and detail oriented, so you need a plan. Don't just think about the transformation. You need to actively integrate new habits, set boundaries, take real steps towards your higher self. Pay attention to where perfectionism, self-doubt, or overanalyzing, might be slowing you down. You don't have to heal everything at once. Just small intentional actions will lead to major karmic shifts. And card 4, which represents a supportive message, and the card is Angel of Positivity. So your guides are reminding you that breaking cycles is difficult, but you are stronger than you think. Even when challenges arise, focus on hope, focus on growth, and the progress that you've already made. If you've been feeling stuck, choose to shift your perspective. Instead of seeing your past as a burden, view it as a foundation for your strength. Surround yourself with uplifting energy, whether that's through perhaps affirmations. I'm not crazy about this word, but like high vibe people, not toxic positivity, but people who can see that glass, half full rather than half empty. Or simply choosing to focus on what's going right instead of what's going wrong. And remember, healing is not about becoming perfect, because that's impossible, but it's about becoming aware of how things trigger you, how you feel inside, and then choosing to act or feel or think differently in each moment. So the overall message for this reading is your mission at this stage is to break free from old emotional patterns and step into your power with clarity and confidence. So karmic cycles often repeat when we react unconsciously, we get stuck in emotional wounds, or we avoid making choices that would truly serve us. So this reading is telling you that change doesn't just happen by thinking about it. You need to take conscious, real-world actions to shift your energy. But the good news is you don't have to do it all at once. This phase of your journey is all about small intentional actions that are going to create lasting transformation. So the Inner Temple card tells you that your answers aren't outside of you, they're actually within. But in a very busy world, it's easy to drown out your inner voice. So the big one is start your day with 5 to 10 minutes of stillness, whether you're meditating, writing in a journal, or just simply sitting quietly with your morning coffee. Give your space a few minutes every morning to really hear your own thoughts. Ask yourself powerful questions. You can do this in the morning, you can do it at night, but really reflect on, what am I feeling today? What do I need? Where am I repeating old patterns that are no longer serving me? Prioritize self-connection over external noise. So limit distractions like social media, which is such a big one, especially first thing in the morning, so you can set your own energy for the day. You can try, for the next 7 days, spend just 5 minutes in the morning checking in with yourself before, reaching for your phone or getting into the task for the day. And, write down any insights you receive. The King of Cups in the challenge position suggests that your emotions are either overwhelming you or being suppressed. Both lead to repeating the same patterns, so it's time to develop emotional awareness. Notice when you're emotionally triggered. If someone upsets you, I know this is hard, but instead of reacting, try to pause and ask yourself, is this about them, or is this activating an old wound within me? Try to separate past emotions from present decisions. If fear, doubt, or insecurity are stopping you from moving forward, ask yourself, is this truly a threat, or am I just afraid of repeating an old mistake? Practice responding instead of reacting. The more you can stay calm and grounded in tough moments, the more you break the cycle of emotional impulsiveness. And this is where meditation practice really, really helps. It allows you to expand that gap between a trigger and your reaction. Meditation will help you increase that gap, giving you, longer and longer moments to choose how you react, respond. So the next time you feel triggered, instead of reacting, this is probably not always possible. I know you can't, be like, excuse me, person who just triggered me. Hold on, I just want to grab a pen and write something down. um, uh, But you can say to them, I'm feeling a bit upset in this moment. I would like to take some time to collect my thoughts, and then can we get back together and keep this discussion going? And, that's when you can either write down, or you can really think about how you feel or how you want to feel. Give yourself a little bit of space. Um, this one small habit alone can help you break those deep-rooted emotional patterns that are, keeping you stuck and unhappy. The full moon in Virgo, which is take inspired action, the card reminds you that transformation isn't just about inner work, it's about doing something different in the real world. So you can identify one small but meaningful change you can make today. This could be setting a boundary, making a decision you've been avoiding, or changing a habit that's keeping you stuck. But avoid perfectionism. So Virgo energy can get caught up in needing everything to be just right before taking action. But nothing will ever probably be just right. So instead, try to embrace progress over perfection and focus on consistency. So real change happens through daily actions, not just big moments of insight. So choose one specific action that you can take today that aligns with the person that you would like to become. Don't overthink it. Just take that one small step. Just do it. The Angel of Positivity card is reminding you that breaking cycles doesn't have to be exhausting. It can be empowering and even joyful. So when self-doubt creeps in, it's time to reframe it. Instead of, I don't know if I can do this, try saying to yourself, I'm learning how to do this. And then celebrate small wins. Even if you make a tiny shift in your behavior, acknowledge it. Progress is progress. Surround yourself with uplifting influences, whether that's through books, music, new conversations with different people. Choose input that reinforces that sort of positive outlook, that glass half full outlook. And then at the end of each day, write down one positive shift you noticed in yourself. So it could be as simple as, today I set a boundary, or today I responded calmly instead of reacting. And then these small wins will keep building your momentum. So the final takeaway for you is your Lightworker mission right now is, breaking old cycles by making conscious choices again and again. So this means strengthening your self-awareness, learning to listen to yourself first, mastering emotional balance. So stop reacting to triggers and start responding from your higher self. Taking real world action. So don't just think about change. It's time to implement things in, small ways every day. Choose positivity and persistence. So every effort counts, even the small ones. And remember, breaking cycles isn't about being perfect. It's about making different choices moment by moment. So think about what's one choice you can make today that your future self will thank you for. So this brings us to the end of the readings today. If you'd like to go deeper, I have another video for you, what's blocking your success. So it will help you uncover any hidden obstacles and how to move past them. So you can tap the link on the screen or in the description. But otherwise, thank you so much for joining me today. I hope this reading brought you, the clarity, guidance, or comfort you're looking for. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe to stay connected with future readings. I'd love to know which bundle you chose and how the messages resonated with you, so please feel free to share in the comments.